I'm not just saying this because you're holding the camera. My favorite piece was the Marketo Big Marketing Activity Coloring Book. Really interesting, a lot of shelf life, and so different, right? You don't usually have SaaS companies creating coloring books. I think I can say that with accuracy. And it's a good example, I think, of making the story bigger, of giving yourself permission to not just talk about your products and services, but talk about things that are of interest to your target audience.
Yeah, I always point to Doug Kessler from the Velocity Partners Group. They did a SlideShare presentation called Stop Creating Crap, how the biggest threat to content marketing is content marketing.
Kmart came out with a video that is a little funny, and it was a bunch of people that were shipping pants. And I can't remember exactly what they said, but they had a bunch of people saying, "Oh my gosh, I shipped my pants."
The vines that Lowe's home improvement centers put out, they're super short, 6-second videos. And what they do essentially is teach people how to do household hacks. And the reason why I think they're innovative, the reason why I think they're really genius, is that they do a couple things. First of all, they have incredible utility. They are also based in customer empathy in the sense that they really think about things from their customer's point of view. And thirdly, they're incredibly inspired. So they're inspired pieces of content. I think ultimately it's done really great things for Lowe's, and it extends their content mission, extends the mission of their brand, which is to be uber helpful.
Patagonia's content online example of where they talk about the stories around how they get their products and which suppliers are doing good for the environment and which suppliers are doing bad for the environment. Why I love that is that they're coming right out on the cutting edge, being completely authentic and saying, here's what's great about us and here's what's not so good. They're helping their customers get ammunition to tell the story they want to be told, and I think it's fantastic.
It's Red Bull. They're probably the best at it anyway. But they did the summer tour of the cliff diving championships of the world. They go to all major cities and have actual professional cliff divers jumping off of cliffs, or if the city doesn't have cliffs, jumping off of buildings. And they have a retired cliff diving champion doing the narration. And it's like a huge spectacle, and it's free to attend. It's mixed media because all around the city there are posters advertising the event. And the main thing is I was shocked that it was free. I was all ready to take out my credit card and pay for a ticket, and then I realized it was sponsored by Red Bull all the way at the end, and I didn't realize that they were subsidizing the cost of me attending. So it's something I would have paid for, that I got it for free.
The best example of content marketing actually was the ultimate manifestation of storytelling. So there was this group of people that wanted to make a difference in the world, and they actually found out through all of their research that by educating young women, girls in particular, that you can make the greatest difference in GDP and quality of life of any society by having those folks educated. So what they did is, instead of advertising and making a big deal of it and doing an infomercial, they actually built a full-length film where they told individual stories of 8 girls around the world. So it was the ultimate emotional connection. And then when they did that, they actually went out and got advocates in every major city around the world to promote the film, to have it fully featured in the actual theaters. And then they played it online, then they played it again on CNN. And so they actually took this amazing concept of getting a film to change the world and then breaking it into all of these little stories of each girl, and then getting thousands and thousands of advocates to then to get millions of people to actually follow them online and contribute. It was really the best thing I've ever seen. And as we know, films really do change the world, and so they were able to take content marketing to its highest level and get the ultimate result in terms of actually making an impact on how we live today. That is the best I've seen in content marketing.